regards to what actually went on, that's not acceptable. It is not acceptable when you have basically nearly a half page in one of the local papers advertising, not an advertisement but a free advertisement to Spruik in regards to this an annual meeting, for sure welcoming or not welcoming, asking current members to attend, and the fees were due at the time, but also indicating that, you know, a bigger crowd the better. And it was certainly an advertising program. Like, it was, as I said, half a page, so it wasn't like 2 lines. It was, you know, full on, come and have a look. And for people to go, who were entitled to go, and then be, you know, basically bullied out of that meeting. And that's the only way you can describe it, because on a licensed club, the only people really that can do anything, I was under the belief, and I could be wrong, is the management of that licensed club. And so I think events have overcome things here when private individuals have been able to get in touch with police and say, come here, and the police have sort of done the right thing, thinking they're doing the right thing. I would suggest they only got half the story, and all of a sudden this has happened, and we've got a situation now where you know, the licensed club, I think, are a little bit embarrassed in regards to the management of this action, because it wasn't anybody else's right except for the licensed club management, and they've got a licence which I would suggest would be being looked into from the point of view of this shouldn't happen again. I think they've made the decision in the paper. It's certainly been said that the Ratepayers Association are not welcome to have any future events at this particular club. I mean, the embarrassment's there, things have got out of control. I know there's been some sort of apologies along the way, or certainly a softening of what happened on the night. It's too late. The situation is that even though the headlines in the paper, for example, with you know, I think the Rosses is thrown out, if you read the whole article in the paper, it's a very good article, and it's a full overview of what happened. But the headline should have been, surely, Ratepayers Association not welcome. That's, you know, the spin. The people are not getting, the general public, the community, and bear in mind a lot of the community probably don't care less, but I mean, why I'm speaking today is what I'm worried about. I'm really worried about in regards to being, as I said, the mayor or even an individual in the city, is the fact that these things can happen. People could say, oh, it wouldn't happen in Orange. I think the leadership of this Ratepayers Association has got off the core business that they set out to do, because I'm sure initially it was to, you know, to keep an eye on, for example, the rates, as in the rate structure, the costings, and maybe some projects, whatever. But you can't, a Ratepayers Association, in my opinion, can't be all things to all people. It just can't, hasn't got the time. It also can't be a de facto councillor. It should not, and it should not even try that. The fact is that it's a committee which could put the information to the management of Orange City Council or to the council in general, and to get answers, and in a fair and reasonable fashion. But if they want to have the same openness and access to stuff within council, they should become a councillor. And why I say that is, otherwise, why have councillors? Now, you know, there might be some in the management at the present time say, well, you know, we don't want any of the councillors, they're all useless. Well, that's fine. We'll all close down, all the councillors move out, and we have an administrator. We have an administrator that fixes all the personalities. Let me assure you, and administrators do very good jobs. I've been very envious of them over many years. But there is no public consultation, and the best part about an administrator, the best part, is they act on behalf of all the community, as in the majority. The majority. So they'll just walk along and say, bang, bang, these are what's going to happen. There is no input from the general public. We don't go to splitter groups. We don't go to 2 or 3 people there, half a dozen there, 50 down the road, or, oh, you know, there's a lot of people out there talking about something. No discussion, done. Just like a dictator. If that's what the current membership want to do, that's what happened. But I'll bet a London to a brick on, they don't want that. They want input.